Happy New Year. We just recovered from COVID. Brilliant.
So I'm your first visitor for the year, and I'm glad that we are able to start the new year on such a positive footing, to have this visit and to have our first leaders retreat together.
And I think this is the new attitude we must have, other than talking in terms of always a rivalry and unnecessary conflicts.
The global challenges and tensions are indeed on our minds, and I think it's a very strong and powerful motivation for all of us to come together, strengthen our bilateral and regional ties. As far as the HSR is concerned, it's unfortunate we were not able to proceed with it originally, but we are open to listening to new proposals from the Malaysia side, starting from a clean slate. And so that's our position, because from our point of view, greater connectivity between our two countries is always a plus.
On HSR, our position is, of course, to invite the participation of the private sector, because government has its limitations. We have put the issue of poverty alleviation, flood mitigation, issue of basic infrastructure, education and public health as our priority, at least for the next 1 or 2 years. But we are still waiting for some promising and positive contribution by or participation by the private sector to proceed when necessary.
In fact, I think the greater potential for the SEZ is not just about Singapore businesses going to Johor, but it's about both sides working together to attract new investment projects globally. And if we can come together, which we intend to, market the SEZ together, promote the SEZ as a combined destination, Johor, Singapore together, hopefully this will allow both of us to attract even more global investments to our respective countries, enhance the pie, expand the pie, create good jobs for both our peoples. I think both Prime Ministers, our message to investors is look at the complementarities between Johor and Singapore, because there are many advantages in coming here and looking at this entire ecosystem. Not Johor by itself, nor Singapore by itself, but as an ecosystem that complements one another.
GSEZ is a unique initiative. Very rarely do you find two countries working together as a team. And I think that by itself is a great incentive, other than the financial incentive or the infrastructure you're talking about. Because you can see any part of the region or the world where two countries work together as a team, it is a rare feat. And we are now expanding this sort of a sentiment and policy towards the sub-region and ASEAN as a whole.
These are long-standing issues, and they are complex in nature. While we would like the resolution to be expeditious, I think it's also important that we give time for the officials to meet, talk to one another, understand each other's positions, and come up with an agreement and an outcome that is durable and that is beneficial for both sides.
To me, this has to continue, and we can expand this further, because these negotiations have been going on for the last few decades. So I don't think we should wait for the few decades to come. But we can always do it, not necessarily in an next annual retreat. We agree that at least quarterly basis, we should have, a form of short meeting to review this, and in that manner compel our technical team, the experts, to deal with it expeditiously.